It is absolutely crazy to think that in less than 24 hours, we're gonna be back in the United States.
Ready to begin the longest travel day ever? I think it's the second longest one for us. Alright guys, welcome back to Djuslife. I'm Yevon. Amy's right behind the camera. Good to see you. If you watched the last video, you might be following our crazy day here in Antep. It's our last day here. We haven't eaten since breakfast. We're getting our fix of Lahmacun right now. And then we're heading to the bus station to catch the bus to the airport. Did it, made it to the bus stop. So nice for them to have a seat. So what's up? First of all, these are the biggest Lahmacuns we've had. They're so good. Probably one of the best. Well, Lahmacun is essentially like a flatbread. It's kind of like a pizza, but it's flatbread with minced meat, peppers, tomatoes, and then you top it with parsley and some lemon juice. It's really, really, really good. It's like the street food here. This is 7 TL, so it's like less than $1. Really good.
At this point, 2 different Havash buses have pulled up. We've talked to the drivers. They've asked us what time our flight is. We've shown them. And then they just tell us, like, you're okay, just stay here. You're okay, stay here. If we don't make this flight,
We don't make our connecting flight.
we don't make our connecting flight, and we can't leave the country. Third time's the charm?
I hope so.
Plenty of time?
Yeah, definitely. It should be like a half-hour ride, so it's a small airport, so I think we'll be good. All right, we're here, leg 1, going to Istanbul. Let's get the baggage straightened away and then let's go. I'm excited.
This is such a small airport that the security you go through and then you're at your gate. The seating like goes right to the gate.
That's pretty good.
Security.
It's pretty good.
But I think our plane is boarding.
Oh, they're boarding. Awesome.
Perfect timing. Correction, that's not our plane boarding. If you look up at the boards, it says for our flight that you're supposed to just wait in the lounge, which I think is the same seating as the gate because the gates are so small.
Oh.
Our lawyer friend is taking Pegasus to Istanbul.
The thing is, Istanbul has 2 airports and they're like on totally other sides of Istanbul, like very far. So it was worth it to pay like an extra couple dollars. It was literally like extra like $3 to fly directly to the airport we're going to be flying out of, as opposed to going from one to the other at this hour at midnight. Made no sense.
Gotcha. I'd give you guys some good like B-roll footage of planes taking off and taxiing, different things, you know, all those good airport B-roll footage, but it's pitch black outside.
And it's just the tarmac.
It's just the tarmac. I think you just walk out of the tarmac and climb up the plane.
And climb the plane, yeah.
Ready to go! Definitely not a full flight. We got the middle seat all to ourselves, and they gave us a little mask and some hand sanitizer wipes.
When needed, you can release it as shown. Before the flight, extension and root belts are given out by the cabin crew.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a short while the cabin lights will be switched off. You may reach the waiting light if needed. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Captain speaking. Now we are starting our descent for Istanbul International Airport.
1 flight down, 2 more to go.
It is absolutely crazy to think that in less than 24 hours, we're gonna be back in the United States.
Such a fancy airport. Got both of our bags. We actually had to make 2 reservations. The 3 legs on one booking cost hundreds of dollars more, but splitting up into 2 bookings saved us a lot of money. Are we ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go. 12:30. Our flight leaves at 9 a.m. So we're like 8.5 hours early. Usually you can only check bags in like 3 hours, 4 hours before the flight. So we're hoping we can check them in so that we can go through the security and into the lounges. There's supposed to be 24-hour lounges, and there's supposed to be this like sleeping pod thing too.
How cool would it be to be able to sleep in an airport in like your own little space pod thing? I'm way too excited about this, and I just really hope that it works out. Good news, they let us check in. They took our baggage. They were okay with my little extra thing. She did say, excuse me, do you have a special situation going on under there? And I was like, oh, it's just my camera. And then I made like a joke about no baby, and it just happened to be like no big deal. And she was fine with it. So she also gave a quick call to the lounge. They're open, and I'm just really hoping for one of those sleep pods. Here comes the lounge.
All right, let's go to the lounge. Looks fancy. 2.
This lounge is super fancy.
Super cool.
With our priority pass, we get to come in for 3 hours, and then we have to go back out. But he said that we could come back in. Since there's not a lot of travelers, we'll probably be able to get back in 3 hours.
I think so. This is pretty big. And there's food.
There's food, there's
There's like
lights.
hot food. This is like the first time I've seen like buffet food.
With coronavirus, it's normally just like pre-packaged food, so it's so nice to see warm food. We have walked all around this lounge, and all we have found are some like lounge chairs and kind of some wall barriers that segregate them, and there's only about 7 of them, and they're all taken. Not like the sleep pod thing that we saw online. So Yev's gonna go check it out.
And they said the sleep pods are downstairs, and I think it's a separate check-in. So we already checked in here. I think we can stay here a little bit and then maybe go to sleep pods, or we can go check out if they're available. I don't know.
It's hard to know what to do because we still have so many more hours until we're gonna be home. And I really wanna get a little bit of sleep so that we're not wrecked when we see our families. But we're already here. We're already checked in.
Yeah,
Maybe we should just like stay for a little bit.
stay for a little bit.
But we are risking all the sleep pods being taken up.
Yeah.
It's a big risk.
What would you do, guys?
Oh, I don't know. I went back out to the front desk just to clarify and see. There seems to be 11 sleeping pods available. So we decided to risk it, get a little food, and it's so fun having hot food in a lounge, just like doner and this delicious rice. It's really good.
All right, the mission continues. We're gonna go see if those 11 sleep pods are still available. We just need 2. That should be easy enough, right?
I'd say we only need 1, but I don't think they're gonna let us cram into a little twin bed together.
I don't think so.
We can fit.
Getting comfy?
Guys, they have a ton of pods left. They're super expensive. It's about €9 an hour, max 3 hours, but our priority pass gets us in. These are the little pods. But we're gonna get some horizontal sleep, and that is priceless.
It is priceless.
So
The
excited.
priority pass. All right, see you in 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Yes.
Kind of hard falling asleep with that noise. Should have listened to Amy and got the earplugs. Oh boy.
You look good. I look a little rough. Welcome back, guys.
You look so good.
I appreciate it.
How do you sleep?
Probably only like an hour because
The noises were so
it
loud.
was so loud. It was like really hard to fall asleep. It took me a long time to fall asleep, but 1 hour is better than none, right?
Yeah.
Ready to go to the lounge?
Let's go to the lounge. We can get coffee. We can shower. So good.
I'm gonna go take a shower because they said that it's available. Take it while it's available.
Bye.
Bye. Here, they don't give you a packet at the front. They give you a basket in the bathroom. And it seems like the towel is like a one-time use disposable versus something they clean. I don't know if that's a Corona edition, but we are in Turkey and they give you a scrubby. Next time you see me, I'm gonna be so much cleaner. So much cleaner. Absolutely love it. It just makes you feel refreshed and a little brand new, even though we only slept like an hour or two. But unfortunately, I couldn't wash my hair because I didn't want to have wet hair for the next like 10, 12 hours. I think they normally have a blow dryer in here because this is the setup, but the blow dryer is missing. So a little bummed that I couldn't wash my hair, but feeling so much better, ready for coffee, ready for these next 2 flights, and ready to go home. I will say the towel is kind of like drying off in one of those not very absorbent napkins. I came back from the shower and Yev was sound asleep. So I've just been sitting here hanging out, you know, with my personal 6 TVs. But Yev just woke up. Gonna head to the shower.
I'm gonna head to the shower. Just gonna put some shoes on.
I sleep really well in planes and moving vehicles. At this point, we could probably make a vlog of just me sleeping in moving vehicles. But Yev does not very well, so.
I sleep much better in stationary.
Yes, so I wasn't gonna wake him up since he was already sleeping.
Got your coffee.
You're the best. How was your shower?
It's good. There are many things to love about airports and lounges, but shower is definitely high up on the list, especially when it's like a longer flight. More than one flight, I think when there's a connecting flight, shower is such a luxury. I love it. We thought that yesterday was gonna be our last Turkish kahvaltı, but we're getting a little bit of taste of that here in the lounge. We get our last meat here in Turkey. We even get some sour cherry jam, some eggs, some other stuff. It's not bad. I like a hot meal.
Nice lounge.
Really nice lounge, especially like during coronavirus. You have to like drop your expectations of the lounges a lot lower. I'm pleased. The thing that I'm kind of jealous of right now, post-COVID, is that pre-COVID, this lounge actually had massage available here. Like you could book a 15-minute massage and get it here in the lounge while you wait for your flight. Pretty jealous. That is one experience that we have not had in an airport lounge yet. I'm still hoping. I'm still hoping. I don't know how this always happens, but the boarding time is like right now, and they just like switched it to last call. We both thought we had plenty of time. This is not how we wanted to start this morning.
We made it.
We made it. Got a little morning run in.
Yeah.
Wasn't planning on doing that in the airport.
Wake you up.
Oh my gosh. My heart.
Maintain your social distance while you're in the aisle. And other complications also like
They just did this warm. It's cold. They just passed out food. So let's check out what we got here. Cheese and tomato sandwich. Peach juice. Chocolate cake. And water. Okay.
We did just eat breakfast in the lounge, so not really hungry.
Not really hungry.
Save it for later.
For later, yeah.
really don't have much of a layover. Our boarding time is 10:25 and it is 4 minutes to 10 now. So basically we just gotta run to our gate. Again, another little jog, Yev.
Another little jog.
More exercise.
First sightings of snow, huh?
Guys, look, there's snow! I'm so excited. I don't love to be cold, but I do love snow and winter and the beautiful views and where we're gonna be quarantining. If it snows, it's gonna be a winter wonderland.
Speaking of quarantines, so we're going to United States. We are US citizens, and the particular state that we're going to is Massachusetts. I think every state has their own rules and restrictions. There's some federal guidelines, but since we're going to Massachusetts, we're following those, which basically they state that you need to quarantine for 14 days, or you need to get a negative PCR test 72 hours prior to landing, or if you don't get the results before you land, you have to isolate till those results come in. So we're choosing to do the quarantine, even though we can do the PCR test, but we just kind of want to be safe. It's a long journey, you never know. Choosing safety over ease and comfort.
Yeah.
But like Amy said, the place where we're gonna quarantine is super cool. Big thank you to Amy's grandparents and Amy's parents. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
We're excited to show it to you. It
Yeah.
means a lot to me.
Going from A to Z.
There's Boston. Right there.
Starting to feel real?
No, it just doesn't feel real, but yet like I'm starting to feel emotional and like getting like really excited and just, so I guess that does feel real if I'm starting to feel emotional.
All right, so as we're waiting for our shuttle to Terminal Z, just please do your research. If you're traveling and you're trying to figure out what the rules are, make sure to check the latest guidelines and rules
They change like almost every day.
all the time. Back to the vlog.
Another security. Wow. Today's like probably record-breaking amount of security. Well, that's never happened before. We got pulled aside. We weren't allowed on the plane. They brought us to like this heightened security area, and there's all of these people speaking German and not really telling us what they were doing. And they like swabbed my shirt and then all of our electronics, and it said detected. So then they made the police come in.
All right, we're here. We're the last people to board now.
Go.
Thank you so much, sir.
All right, we're the last ones here. 42K&H is our seats. Last flight.
Last people on the plane.
We're coming back to US.
Woo-hoo.
Fine to get ready.
Thank you so very much. This is one of the most empty flights that we've ever been on. It kind of feels like when we left the United States the first time and flew to Japan, we had like all of the flights to ourselves. The flights in Turkey had a lot of people, but now flying back to the States,
Pretty empty.
you can choose your row.
Yeah.
I'll sit next to you though.
Make sure that the electronic devices will address this function are either switched. Flight gentlemen, please make sure that your hand baggage is loaded.
Lunch is here, no options, but I think we're having some vegetarian lasagna. I think we're vegetarians for lunch.
Yeah.
But it is hot food with real utensils, not prepackaged. This feels really awesome during Corona travel. It's absolutely crazy to think that in less than an hour, about like 51 minutes, we're gonna be landing in Boston. Like we're gonna be home. Like we're so close. Like I've just been watching the plane like get closer and closer like on the screen, and I just like, it's blowing my mind just seeing the word Boston over and over.
So if your hand baggage or negotiable storage.
Wow, we're landing. Wow. Crazy.
the bus and remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the fasten seatbelt signs have been switched off. Goodbye, all the best, stay healthy, and see you soon again.
We are in Boston!
Welcome back!
We are here, we are finally out of baggage claim, but as you can see, we got no bags.
Yeah, so apparently our 2 bags didn't make it in Frankfurt, so from Turkish Airlines to Lufthansa. They didn't transfer in time, so they're supposed to come here tomorrow, but it's kind of like all our stuff.
It is. And we got stuck in like a second customs for about an hour, asking lots of questions about why we were out of the States for
Where
so
we
long.
are, who we were.
Who we were?
Yeah.
Who we
we were with.
Oh.
Yeah, no, there's
Yeah.
just a lot of questions.
A lot of questions. Took a lot of notes, but we passed the examination. Now we get to call my parents and tell them that we are here.
Fortunately, we're blessed with Amy's parents. They're gonna pick us up in 2 cars, drop one off for us. We're gonna get into 1 car, isolated, drive to our quarantine destination, and quarantine
For 14 days.
for 14 days there.
So no hugs of my parents for 14 days. But we get to like double wave and say hi and see them in person. It doesn't feel real.
I know, it's crazy. Let's go find them.
Like, I'm so happy. It's so fun. Like,
Happy?
I'm so happy. Like my cheeks are starting to hurt.
Hello? Haven't driven since, where did I drive? Oh, Albania.
Albania.
And I haven't driven an automatic car since 9 months ago.
It was so good to see my parents, even though I couldn't hug them. It was still fun to see them and talk to them in person. And we'll see them after quarantine. We're gonna swing by Yev's parents' house, wave, and grab a bag. But we are back in Boston.
Mom, hi Dad.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Lucky.
Hi Lucky.
I like it.
Hi, Lucky.
Social distance. We gotta go.
I know, we gotta go. All right, so guys, we have made it to the cabin. This cozy place is where we are going to quarantine for the next 14 days. It is near and dear to my heart. It is my grandparents' old cabin, and it is getting sold soon. So this is like an amazing opportunity to get to stay here, make some last memories,
Yeah.
and we will show you a little bit more of this place
In the next video,
in
right?
the next video. But for now, we're gonna get some much needed sleep. If you guys enjoyed traveling with us home and you want to see some adventures here and then whatever comes next, make sure you subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Good morning. We're just waking up on our first morning here in the cabin to the best surprise ever. The first snowfall of the year. And we get to see it with this view. Yev's making coffee. Got a fire going. Good quarantine. I love just walking on the plane. Kind of makes you feel like a celebrity. It's like,
Private jet.
my private jet is here. It's quite large. I invited extra people. Kind of have to make this look like less than it is. Pretty discreet. Need to hide the camera under my scarf and, you know, look all chic and like we aren't carrying a lot of things.
I see you.
I know. Every lounge does it a little different. Apparently every lounge does it a little different. We thought yesterday was good. Oh, there's an announcement too. I think I can do it. Ready? But unfortunately with the pandemic, like that's not a reality that you can do. Let me do this again because my English is really bad.